What up, YouTube? It's your boy Charles Enoch. I just want to let you guys know I'll be MIA until next year. But I want to leave you guys with some of the best velocity banking videos of this year as a recap. So remember, smash that like button, and I hope you guys have a safe and happy holidays. Till next year. So today I want to go over why I paid my mortgage off on my first rental property using a Heloc or home equity line of credit. But before we get into that, you already know your boy has to do the YouTube thing. So I'm close to being monetized, so I'm gonna ask you guys, help a brother out. Go ahead, smash that like button, make that thing turn blue. If you're new to the channel or you watched a couple of my videos and you just haven't done so yet, go ahead, take a little time, hit that subscribe button down below, and share my videos with anybody you feel that this may benefit. Also, leave a comment about the video down below. It really does help me for feedback. Now, I do appreciate anybody that takes the time to do all these things because it does help me reach a higher audience base. All right, so if you watched my video about how to use the BRRRR strategy when obtaining rental properties, and for those that don't know, BRRRR stands for buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. And if you haven't checked out that video, I'm gonna have the link down below. So for those that have, you know, I buy all my rental properties using a Heloc and I buy them in full. Now, once I buy the house in full using the Heloc, then I would use my rental payments, put it back into the Heloc to pretty much pay the Heloc down and off. Now, this does save me tons of money because unlike a mortgage, I'm paying simple interest when I'm paying down the Heloc. This will allow me to pay the rental off in over half the time than a standard 30-year mortgage. But when I bought my first rental property, I didn't know anything about the BRRRR strategy and I didn't know anything about velocity banking. So long story short, I pretty much put 20% down of my own money on an overpriced house. Don't get me wrong, it does cash flow, but not in the amount of all my other rental properties. And it's getting paid down a lot slower as well. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna personally fix that so all my rentals are gonna be on a Heloc and will be getting paid down a lot quicker. Now this may sound complicated, but you already know I got the whiteboard in the back, so let's get started. Come on. All right, so I got the whiteboard up, so let's get down to business here. So my rental property, the first rental property, the total mortgage, the total debt on the house is going to be $78,000. Now the value of the house is around $120,000 currently. Now the monthly mortgage on the house is $680, and the rent after everything is taken out from the property management is $865. So the cash flow is less than $200. Now the other rental that I do have, the house value is $80,000 and it's paid off. Now the bank is going to give me 65% of what the house is worth here. So pretty much I'm refinancing and getting a Heloc on that house. Now the Heloc is going to be in the amount of $52,000. Now they do have special promotions, so my interest rate right now is 2%, but we're just going to say it's going to be 5%, just to kind of round it off and say 5% for the Heloc. Now, my other rental, the house value is going to be $70,000, and again, that is paid off in full. The bank is going to give me 65% of the house value. So Heloc number 2 is going to be $45,500. And again, we're just going to say the interest rate is 5% interest, even though I do have a special promotion that probably, I think it lasts about 12 months. That's 2%. But as of right now, it would be 5% if I didn't have the special promotional offer. All right, we're on the other side of the board. So pretty much I tried to break this down into 9 simple steps of how I'm going to pay the rental off, pay the mortgage off on it, and pretty much transfer it to my Heloc so the house will have a Heloc on it instead of a mortgage. So step 1, I'm going to use $78,000 from the HELOC to pay off the mortgage. So remember, I'm using my other 2 rental properties that I just refinanced and got HELOCs on. So I'm going to pull $52,000 from rental 1 because again, they gave me $52,000 on the HELOC. And then I'm going to pull $26,000 from rental 2, which I have $45,500. So $52,000 plus $26,000 is going to be $78,000. Now, if somebody is actually doing this step and paying off a mortgage, what you need to note is you want to specifically call the bank because they're going to give you the balance that you need to pay off, because sometimes it's really not the balance that you see on your statement. So always remember to call the bank when you're doing this step to get the exact balance that you need to pay off on the mortgage. All right, so step 2, this will free up $680 from the mortgage. So the cash flow is going to be plus $680. Since the mortgage is $680 per month and we paid it off, it frees up $680 of cash flow. So step 3, the balance from HELOC 1, the $52,000, and the balance on HELOC 2 is $26,000. So if you think about it, we pretty much transferred the balance on the mortgage, which is doing an amortized interest, and we put it into the HELOCs, which transfers into simple interest. All right, step 4, mortgage is paid in full and house value is $120,000. So since we paid the mortgage off of the rental and the house value is $120,000, then that means we can refinance and get a HELOC on that property. So this will be HELOC number 3. So we're going to go to step 5. We're going to get 65% of $120,000, the value of the house, which that is going to equal $78,000. So for the math sake, we're doing 0.65, which is 65% times 120,000. And that is how you get that 78,000. We're going to say an interest rate of 5% for that HELOC as well. Now, step 6, we're going to use 78,000 from the HELOC to pay rental 1 and rental 2's HELOC. So rental 1's HELOC, remember, is $52,000 and rental 2's HELOC is $26,000 and we have $78,000. So we're going to transfer that money and put it into the HELOC. Now, in real life, this is going to accrue interest and the numbers obviously aren't going to add up like this and just total out. So you may end up owing a little bit of money, but I wanted to put it simplistic here. So you're going to have to transfer the money into the HELOCs. It's basically the concept. And again, we made it so simple that we got $78,000, we're putting $78,000 in the HELOCs, but remember, for simple interest, it does add up daily. So there's probably going to be a little bit of balance on the HELOC. All right, step 7. The balance on HELOC number 3, the newest HELOC, is going to be $78,000 with a 5% interest rate. So pretty much we have paid off the HELOCs from rental 1 and rental 2. Now they are paid in full, and then we have transferred all that money into the property that I just paid off. Now it is on a HELOC and not onto a mortgage. So we're paying simple interest on it. So step 8, we're going to do the calculation. How much are we paying per month on the HELOC as opposed to the mortgage? So what we're going to do is 78,000 times 0.05. That's the 5% interest rate. We're going to divide that by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. It's going to equal $325 a month. Now remember, payments go down every single month. Since I'm going to have a cash flow and I'm stuffing my money into the HELOC, it's not always going to be $325 per month. It's actually going to decrease every single month. So it's not like a steady mortgage payment where this is how much you pay per month. my cash flow is increasing every single month. Now we're going to go to step 9. The monthly mortgage was $680. Now it is $325. So that's a difference of $355. So we got $355 worth of cash flow by pretty much transferring from a mortgage to a home equity line of credit. And we have to remember, now that we can stuff money and act like it's our bank account, we can reduce the interest significantly. And we can pay this thing off in probably about 8 or 9 years. So this is specifically what I'm doing to make sure that I can get my first rental paid off and then that I transfer the first rental into a Heloc. Another good advantage about having the Heloc is the money that you're putting into it, if you ever need it, it's never lost. You can go ahead and take it out. Unlike a mortgage, when I'm paying my $680 in a mortgage, it's gone. I can't call the bank up and ask for it back. So that's one thing, an advantage about having HELOCs on your properties instead of having a mortgage. So again, this was 9 simple steps. Hopefully I really did just kind of break this down, very simplistic in regards to what I'm doing in velocity banking on my HELOCs for my rentals. If you did like the video, go ahead, remember, press that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. If you are liking the simple steps, definitely let me know. If not, we can definitely break down the numbers and make this a little bit more complex if we need to. Again, I appreciate you guys' time, and you guys have a good weekend. Peace out.